Today on my video blog I'll be unboxing the ever popular HX1000. Now this is one of Corsair's older models of power supplies, but it's been such a staple for a high-end power supply for a long time. I thought, what the hey, lots of people are going to look at this, so we might as well unbox it. So unlike their newer units, it has a 5-year warranty, which you can see on the front. It's just regular 80 plus certified because back when this power supply came out, we didn't have the bronze, silver, gold ratings for power supplies, although I believe it would fall somewhere along the lines of where a 80 plus gold rating would be if it were to be recertified today. Now, let's get this open. First of all, let's have a look at the rest of the box. So the box comes in multiple languages here. Just getting the plastic off. Actually, let's have a quick look at the back where they show you the amperage of all the different rails. So this has two 12-volt rails, okay, and they combine for a total of, they're each on separate sort of virtual rails on the power supply. Two separate sort of power supplies inside here are each 500 watts, and of those, 12 volts, 40 amps is dedicated to the 12-volt rail on each. There, I finally got through that. Okay, so you can see we've got flat modular cables, 140mm fan, truly independent dual transformer. So that's what I was talking about, two 500-watt transformers, solid state 105-degree capacitors, and a DC to DC converter. Okay, that's great. So here we go. Let's get this thing open. So first of all, we're going to find the user's manual, which will contain information. Excellent. Then we find the little case that Corsair uses with their modular power supplies. Okay, so this stores all of the modular cables. So why don't we go through and see what we've got here. So we've got one cable that's 2 SATA, and then we have another cable that is also 2 SATA. Okay, and then we have, how many of these? Let's just track these down here. Then we have 4 PCI Express 6+2 pin, 4 of those. Then going a little bit further, we have, okay, let's get all the Molex ones out because then I can get sort of a better idea of what I'm looking at here. Okay, so we have 2 dual Molex connectors, so each of these have 2 Molex connectors. And then we have 2 quadruple Molex connectors that also have a small 4-pin floppy connector. So 2 of those. And then we've got, finally, we have a couple larger SATA connectors. So these each have 4 SATA connectors on them. So you got 2 of those. And then last but not least, just in case you have a motherboard such as the X58 classified from EVGA that needs 2 8-pin connectors, you can plug this into one of your PCI Express modular connectors and get dual EPS 8-pin connectors because, and I'm about to get to the cables that are actually directly attached to the power supply, you have another EPS 8-pin connector there. So there you go. So you can have up to 2 of those. And then you'll also find 2 more hardwired PCI Express 6+2 connectors. Because frankly, if you're buying a 1000 watt power supply and you're not using a high-end video card, you need to re-examine your priorities. So it's a fairly thin 24-pin connector and it's sleeved all the way up to the end. And let's find out what other accessories we got. So here we have some zip ties, a Corsair case badge, and 4 thumb screws to put the power supply into the back of your case. You got a nice beefy power cable. And let's finally get the unit itself out of the box here. Take off the little, it's taped down, so that's not going to be quite as easy as I thought. There we go. Take that off. So here is the HX1000. So there you can see at the back we've got a fairly standard honeycomb grill arrangement. There's your on-off switch. There's your power plug, and then on the side you'll see it's an HX1000 watt, duh, so there's your branding there. Then here is the 140mm fan. It's got a little plastic cover. You can take that off, and the Corsair sticker here is actually quite shiny. It looks really cool. If I could get this off in a reasonable amount of time. Yeah, there we go. It's kind of shiny. And then on the other side, we will also find HX1000 watts. So this will be right side up, whether it's a top-mounted power supply or a bottom-mounted power supply, as long as you're, that's kind of smart actually. Okay, then here you're finding all of the specs, okay? And then on the front of the unit itself, here is all your modular connectors. So you can connect up to 6 of your Molex or SATA cables, and then you can connect either 4 more PCI Express for a total of 6, or you can connect 3 more for a total of 5, and 1 EPS connector as well. So thank you for checking out my unboxing of the Corsair HX1000 watt.